Did you try to get did you guys try to trade for Paul George when you was in Cleveland?
Yeah. When he was in Indiana.
And why didn't it happen?
I don't remember.
Damn.
Yeah. We tried to get him.
PG, LeBron, and Kyrie?
Ooh.
That might have been enough. That might have been enough to combat.
Yeah.
Because now you can throw LeBron. I mean, obviously you let PG start with him, and then you can have LeBron, but you still got guys. Now you got 3 guys that can really score the basketball.
Yeah.
LeBron, Kyrie, and PG.
And K-Love can score.
Yeah. So that might, man.
We tried.
Damn. Ooh. You got to answer me this. This is what I want to know. The bubble. Because this is what I got. Man, the Clippers didn't even want to be there. Okay, they wanted to be there when they got the 3-1 lead. Then once they lost the 3-1 lead, they didn't want to be there. I'm like, what kind of bullshit is that? Tilo, am I wrong? So explain to the people that was in the bubble, because I see a lot of people that didn't win try to undermine it. I think who was that said something the other day about it?
I think it was the GM, right?
GM. Was it David Griffin? No, the one at Philly.
Morey.
Yeah, Daryl Morey. Daryl Morey. Now, he almost blew the whole thing up talking about what he was talking about. And now he want to talk about the championship don't mean nothing. Now, had he won it, I guarantee he wouldn't been talking about that.
I'll take it. Give it to me. I'll take it.
So, how, with the team that you guys had, did you lose a 3-1 lead? And you guys had double-digit leads in every game.
Yeah. Man, Jamal Murray and Joker, like, they took it to another level.
Yeah.
You know, they took it to another level. And they played great. I mean, like I said, if you build a 15, 16-point lead, like, you was doing something right.
Right.
You know, and so they played better than we did,
right.
You know, coming down the stretch. You know, and so if you get hot at the right time, like you said, it's tough. And so being up 3-1 and having an opportunity to close them out, and we would have done that. I think we could have won. We could have won the bubble. We could have won it.
Yeah,
I'd have took it.
You take the championship?
Doc would have took it. What you mean? Yeah, we took it.
But after that, Doc ends up getting fired. He and PG have a back and forth. PG said, well, I'm not playing the kind of basketball that I want to play. Running, maybe he said, I think he wanted to run pin downs, and Doc had him running flares, or whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be. I've really never heard you say anything about, obviously players move on, and you understand that, having played in this game, having coached in this game, that players are going to move on. And sometimes we might not ever get out, but we don't see eye to eye. Me and the player don't see eye to eye. Is there ever a scenario where you feel player said something that you would counter that, or you just let it walk?
I let it walk. I mean, that's just something that's
egregious.
Or testing my manhood, like, you want to scrap? We can. Nah, I ain't running from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I ain't running from that. But like, players gonna be upset. They're gonna, they're gonna say what they're gonna say. But I think if you're the leader and you're a coach, like, you gotta take the higher road. Right. I do believe in that. And so, to me, like, I'm always gonna take the blame, whether I'm wrong or not. Right. And so, if you're the leader at any corporation or any profession, like, if you the leader of the team, like, you should take the responsibility and you should take the blame, right? Even though 100% it wasn't, right? But my job is to take the pressure off you guys, so you're not getting crucified, and so that's just how I feel it should be, And so I wouldn't go back and forth with a player, I wouldn't do that.
The Lakers had a vacancy. You was in the running. I think LeBron called you a couple of times, wanted you to take the job. Why didn't you take the job? I mean, you played for the Lakers. I mean, I think it's always a good story when a guy can go back and coach the team that he played for.
I would have loved it. I mean, it'd been a dream come true. Yeah.
Why didn't you take the job?
One, they offered me short years. They offered me 3 years, and I wanted to do 5. Right. I guess because they were trying to tie me to LeBron. 2, the money was low. And
No. Don't they know the cost of living in LA?
well, I'm saying it wasn't low for me personally, the money. It was low for the head coach and for what it meant to everybody else going forward.
Right.
It's kind of like, the Players Association. If you take a bad deal, they're gonna give us all bad deals.
Right.
And so I just felt, for me, being a championship coach and being black,
Right.
I thought it was up to me to make sure I set the standard.
Got to take a stand.
Yeah, if I take a bad deal, then what's everybody else gonna get? So
A worse deal.
Yeah, a worse deal. So I just thought it was up to me, to make sure I did that.
Right.
And then it's hard because loyalty is tough, but then I couldn't pick my coaching staff. Well, they wouldn't let me pick my coaching staff, so they was gonna pick my coaching staff for me, and so I had to leave a lot of guys behind. Which,
Whoa. What you mean? Pick your coaching staff.
They wanted to pick my staff for me.
So in other words, instead of saying I want to hire, John Drew or this guy, that guy, they're like, no, you got him, and him.
Yeah.
But you don't know them like that.
I knew some of the guys. I mean, it wasn't a thing where I didn't like the guys they wanted me to hire. My thing was just leaving guys behind.
Right.
Like, so if I'm fired and my guys are out of work, then, I get a job and just say, oh, forget them and just leave them behind. Like, we won a championship together.
Right.
Like, went to 4 straight finals together.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
and so what we've done, we showed is it worked, and so I just felt that wasn't something that I wanted to do. And so those 3 things kind of, nipped it in the bud, and, we went, I mean, it wasn't no bad blood. Like, it was what it was.
It wasn't.
And then, Monty Williams.
Yeah.
Saved the world, getting that big deal.
Yeah.
And then, because we had coaches meetings in Chicago just talking about, it's going to be hard to fire coaches if we make more money.
Right.
And so they don't really respect us as leader, as the organization. Like, we run a $1 billion organization, they don't really respect us. Like, we getting $3-4 million. I mean, that's a lot of money. But I'm just saying, in the coaching world, they can just let you go. They paying, some teams paying 3, 4, 5 coaches.
Yeah.
But like, Monty Williams. So I told Steve Kerr. I told
Phoenix.
I told Doc. I told Spo. Like, because this was 4 years. Like, y'all the face of the league as far as coaches. Like, y'all got to get the money up.
Right,
like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they's like, well, whatever. And so 2 years later, Monty goes and gets
the
big
bag
deal
for
in
Detroit.
Yeah. And then he gets the bag. Then Spo. Then Steve Kerr. Then Pop. And then me. You know what I'm saying? And then now everything's gone up, and so, and I think it's fair. I think, when you have a coach and there's 15 players and you like the 14th highest paid player. I mean, out of the players and the coaches, like that ain't fair.
Yeah.
Like, and so, I thought he did a really good job of just, showing appreciation for coaches and because it's a hard job.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because we like to do something before 2 something.